A heroic couplet is a traditional form for English poetry, commonly used in epic and narrative poetry, and consisting of a rhyming pair of lines in iambic pentameter. Use of the heroic couplet was pioneered by Geoffrey Chaucer in the Legend of Good Women and the Canterbury Tales, and was perfected by John Dryden in the Restoration age. Example: a frequently cited example illustrating the use of heroic couplets is this passage from Cooper's Hill by John Denham, part of his description of the Thames: "O could I flow like thee, and make thy stream my great example, as it is my theme, though deep yet clear, though gentle yet not dull, strong without raged, without overflowing full." History. The term heroic couplet is sometimes reserved for couplets that are largely closed and self-contained, as opposed to the enjambed couplets of poets like John Donne. The heroic couplet is often identified with the English Baroque works of John Dryden and Alexander Pope, who used the form for their translations of the epics of Virgil and Homer, respectively. Major poems in the closed couplet, apart from the works of Dryden and Pope, are Samuel Johnson's The Vanity of Human Wishes, Oliver Goldsmith's The Deserted Village, and John Keats's Lamia. The form was immensely popular in the 18th century. The looser type of couplet, with occasional enjambment, was one of the standard verse forms in medieval narrative poetry, largely because of the influence of the Canterbury Tales. Variations. English heroic couplets, especially in Dryden and his followers, are sometimes varied by the use of the occasional Alexandrine, or hexameter line, and triplet. Often these two variations are used together to heighten a climax. The breaking of the regular pattern of rhyming pentameter pairs brings about a sense of poetic closure. Here are three examples from Book IV of Dryden's translation of the Aeneid. Alexandrine, her lofty courser in the court below, who his majestic rider seems to know, proud of his purple trappings, paws the ground, and champs the golden bit, and spreads the foam around. Alexandrine and triplet, my Tyrians, at the ringed queen's command, had tossed the fires amid the Trojan band, at once extinguished all the faithless name, and I myself, in vengeance of my shame, had fallen upon the pile, to mend the funnel flame. Modern use. 20th century authors have occasionally made use of the heroic couplet, often as an allusion to the works of poets of previous centuries. An example of this is Vladimir Nabokov's novel Pale Fire, the second section of which is a 999-line, four-canto poem largely written in loose heroic couplets with frequent enjambment. Here is an example from the first canto: "And then black night, the blackness was sublime, I felt distributed through space and time, 1 foot upon a mountain top, 1 hand under the pebbles of a panting strand, 1 ear in Italy, 1 eye in Spain, in caves my blood, and in the stars my brain."